Good morning, everyone. I'm here at Goats with Horns Animal Sanctuary in Arizona and Real Time Rescue. Coming to say hello for a Sunday morning check in. We haven't done one of those in a few weeks. It's been quite hot and it's been just a little stressful just trying to get everything done in time before we kind of get overheated. So, sorry about that. Not a whole lot has been going on. We've got Zeus here relaxing, Julio behind him in the shadows. Yeah, we do unfortunately have some sad news about one of our hens. She has cancer, we believe, but for now she is still just living her best life, doing fine in the air conditioned coop right now. We've already moved all the chickens except for Pretzel and Stan, who uh, don't ever get moved. Yeah, pretty much we're just hanging out, enjoying that today. The temperature is just a tiny bit cooler. I think it's only supposed to be 105 or so, and so that's a little bit of a relief for us. Even Rapunzel's just chilling out in her cupboard. Let's see, we could just kind of go around and say hi to everyone. Some of the newer things we've been doing lately are just continuing to try to make sure everybody's staying cool and our older animals are getting their special feed. So we have about 8 different bowls that we have to make in the morning for 8 different individuals who need like produce or glucosamine supplements, things like that. So we already went through all that today, and no popsicles on Sundays, but if you follow us on social media, you'll see lately we've been making these fun popsicles where we just kind of freeze some fruit and mixed with diluted juice and tie a string in it, and then we will like tie them and hang them right there with berries, and everybody goes crazy for them. So you'll have to follow us on Instagram. Facebook might have some of those as well. Maybe one of these days we will do a live stream with that. It's something that we usually do on Saturdays because we get a little bit of a bombardment when we try to bring the popsicles in here. One of our rules for safety is that we don't bring food in as treats, like for the animals. We usually feed, like if we're going to feed a bunch of produce, we feed from the outside and throw it all in, just because they kind of go a little crazy for it and act like they're just starving. So when we bring in the popsicles, we need multiple people to be able to tie the string on there and kind of make sure that nobody's getting rammed in the process. So it's a bit of an ordeal, but it's totally worth it to watch their little tongues just go to town on the frozen blueberries and strawberries. It's so cute, and it's also some enrichment for them, since it takes a few minutes for them to finish them. Even in this heat, when they're frozen solid, it takes a while. So we've got some little sheepy boys in here. Albert's still hanging in there, getting his probiotic each day. Thomas is doing well. Everybody else is kind of hanging out right now, finding a nice little shady spot to take a nap. And of course, the cowgirls back here are still in their stall. I'm going to let them out here in a minute. We actually didn't even use the fans and misters this morning. That's the first time in a while. It was cool enough, although it's starting to get a little muggy now. It was a nice break to not be, drenched in sweat by this time already. Got Mr. Elvis quacking around. Looks like he's sharing his pool with a mourning dove right now. She's just kind of chilling on the lip there. And believe it or not, that pool was pristine yesterday. The ducks make their pools and their waters dirty so quickly, but I promise we do clean everything very thoroughly. Let's go around and say hello to some other friends before we sign off. Like I said, kind of a little bit of a boring or slow check-in, but sometimes, as we say, no news is good news. We don't have any emergencies or any extremely sick, ill animals that need specialized, too invasive care. Got Willow wagging her tail happily. Willow's one of our sweet little Nigerian dwarf goats. It's actually this guy's twin, even though they don't look alike. They are twins. They have been here several years now and are definitely settled in, although they are a little bit more shy than some of the other goats. The one thing that they can't resist are those booty scritches. Butters has actually been following me around this morning, wanting some attention. Maybe also because he knows I um, gave him a little bowl of produce. He's one of those 8 animals that gets their, special bowl of feed each morning, just because he's a little older and seemed to, a few of these days, he was having a hard time with the heat, just seemed a little overheated. And so we gave him some water rich produce like cucumber. Yesterday we fed some watermelon to everybody, so that was good too. And yeah, like as I mentioned, Albert's still getting his probiotic. If you've been following us for a while, you might have heard us talk about he was kind of giving us a little bit of a health scare with his digestive issues. And he got, all the vet work, and they first they thought it was a bad tooth that was causing him to not be able to chew his food right. But the tooth got fixed and he was still having the same problems. Now we just give him probiotics and just monitor him. Actually, there was one little bit of news. It wasn't really a big deal, but Norma Jean, not you, Peanut, not you, Peanut. Norma Jean, our Holstein mixed cow, she does have one of her, the teats on her udders was swollen, and Michelle checked it out yesterday, and it is producing a little bit of milk. And normally, cows are just, just like humans. You don't just make breast milk for no reason. And she's not pregnant. She's never been pregnant. We don't even have any males or anything like that. But it can be changes in hormones that can cause a little bit of milk to be produced. Okay, Nala, I'm going to let Nala out now. She's been waiting patiently. Yeah, but it was soft when, she checked her. So if it was some sort of infection like mastitis, it would have been hard and potentially very hot from infection, and it wasn't. So we're just monitoring Miss Norma Jean as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Like I said, sorry if this was kind of a boring check-in, but I'm glad to see you guys and talk to you all. I always love connecting with you guys. If you guys have any comments or concerns or questions about anything, feel free to leave us a comment down below, and we will get to you when we get to you. Thanks. Have a great Sunday. Bye.